This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Back to 380.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 14-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man is Jacob Hollister. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Like 50, like 50.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. Sliding.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the screen.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Now it's Carson, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, Carson, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
53, Mike.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
14, Friday.
Defense, set the tone. Defense, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Seahawks.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Well, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
First down, Cowboys.
So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
To try again after the sack. Prescott, but he's got Ezekiel Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. There, the defense won the battle. 4th down, Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. It's caught. Cooper. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Hey, watch this.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Check. Watch it.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Stop your whining.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, kill.
Prescott now. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And Forbath will put this one through, and the lead extends. It's 15-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. It got his man complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Forbath will put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returnable for Lockett. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert! Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's go.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go. Shit.
Here we go, 46.
Quick edge. Come. Check nickel. You come.
26.
A first down carry by Elliott. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Mike, 49. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, kill. 26.
From the 31, Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jared Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Check the backer.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Wide in. Here we go, going to 54, wide in. 26.
Third and long for Prescott. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Forbath's kick is no good. It's wide left for Forbath, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
You ready?
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Watch out.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard. line.
That's it.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
Nice zone. Travel.
Then we're going to 53.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, kill.
Kill. Top arm. Top arm.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
On 1st down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day, dog.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Elliott. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard. Yards.